Peter Pan's dark side is one of the most striking aspects of Mr. Barrie's original story, far removed from the playful, innocent boy of Disney adaptations. In the 1911 novel Peter and Wendy, and the earlier 1904 play, Peter is portrayed as a deeply flawed, often cruel eternal child, whose refusal to grow up comes with selfishness, violence, and emotional detachment. Here are the key elements that reveal his darker nature. Peter thins out the lost boys. When the lost boys show signs of growing up, or when there are simply too many of them, Peter gets rid of them. Barrie describes this chillingly. The boys vary, of course, in numbers, according as they get harmed and so on. And when they seem to be growing up, which is against the rules, Peter thins them out. Many readers and analysts interpret thins them out as Peter harms them to preserve Neverland's childish purity. He shows no remorse. In one scene, he casually mentions forgetting the boys he has harmed. Emotional cruelty and forgetfulness. Peter is profoundly heartless. He forgets people he once cared about almost immediately, including past mothers like Wendy. Barrie writes that Peter has no memory beyond the present moment, making him incapable of real attachment or empathy. When Wendy grows up and returns to the real world, Peter visits her daughter years later, but he has already forgotten Wendy herself, treating the new girl as a replacement without any sense of loss. Obsession with death as an awfully big adventure. Peter romanticizes death rather than fearing it. He sees it as exciting rather than tragic, reflecting his inability to understand consequences or permanence. This ties into his rejection of adulthood, which he equates with endings and responsibility. Casual brutality toward others. Peter cuts off Captain Hook's hand and feeds it to the crocodile without hesitation, showing sadistic playfulness. He treats battles and violence as games, with no regard for the real harm inflicted. A tragic, almost psychopathic figure. Peter isn't evil in a traditional villainous sense, he's amoral and stunted. He can't love, grieve, or change. Barrie implies this stems from Peter's own origin. He left his mother as a baby to avoid growing up, locking himself in eternal childhood. This makes him pitiable, yet terrifying. A boy who will never mature, but who enforces that state on others through force. In short, Peter Pan isn't a hero saving children from adulthood. He's a dangerous, eternal trickster who harms or abandons anyone who threatens his fantasy world. Neverland isn't paradise. It's a savage limbo ruled by a boy too broken to let anyone else escape childhood's grip. Docs, I must tell you, this figure, Peter Pan, is extremely disturbing. Frankly, Docs, I'm quite scared at the moment.